Hello! Everyone got a dictionary?
Yes. Yes.
Good?
Yes.
Right, well, throw them away. I love that bit. Yes, you might need it later on, but you don't need it right now. For now, all we need is the text. In fact, just the first paragraph will do. Look at the first sentence. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal, thank you very much. Now, a lot of people concentrate on what they don't understand when they're reading, especially in a foreign language. But we're going to do the opposite. We're going to pick out what we do understand. If we cut out all the extra words and just pick out the basic ones, it's very simple, isn't it? Mr. and Mrs. Dursley were normal. Really, that's as much as we need to know right now. If we know that much, we know enough to carry on to the next sentence. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. It's quite easy to understand anything strange or mysterious, and it's easy to understand nonsense. But we might have a bit more difficulty understanding hold with. We can see that they didn't hold with such nonsense. They must be Mr. and Mrs. Dursley, and they didn't hold with nonsense. But what does didn't hold with mean? No. No dictionaries. We'll learn a lot more from thinking about it than we will from looking in a dictionary at this stage. So let's think. Very often we can ask whether a new word or expression is positive or negative. We know Mr. and Mrs. Dursley were normal, and we can see that anything strange or mysterious is nonsense. So when we read that they didn't hold with it, does it mean they had positive feelings about it? Or does it mean they had negative feelings? Think about it. That's right. They were normal, strange and mysterious things were nonsense, so of course they had negative feelings about such things. So what do these two sentences tell us? The first one tells us that Mr. and Mrs. Dursley were normal, and the second one tells us that strange and mysterious things were nonsense and they didn't like them. You see what we've done? We've picked out the main idea and we've made an intelligent guess at an expression we didn't know. There are still some things that we may not understand perfectly, but we've got the basic idea. That's enough for now. Okay. Now carry on by yourselves. When you get to the end of the page, turn it over and carry on. Don't try to understand everything. When you get to the end of the chapter, you can go back and check things with a dictionary if you like.